The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today, all that glitters will be silver. Who will become our first silver bracket champion? Will it be the 9 seed CoreyBLD or the 11 seed ilikebeingsmart? Welcome, puzzlers. This is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Tetris Attack vs. Speedrun Tournament 2023. And we have reached the finals of our silver consolation bracket. But before going too deep into the matchup, let's take a review to who's going to be playing today. Yes, after this we will have one of our side tournaments to be played in its entirety, the Endless Tournament. We have 6 players signed up for that, and we'll go over who has the best chances to win that later on in the show. But for this match, we have 9 versus 11, and quite frankly, I think these two out of all of our competitors in the silver bracket have played the absolute best V-Hards that they could have possibly done to get to this point. One person is admittedly having some confidence issues. The other did not finish a V-Hard in their last match. So there are definitely some questions for both of our finalists going into this match. We will see how this all unfolds in just a little bit. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how everything works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in North America and Europe based on the Super Famicom game Panel Upon. It was also localized and broadcast through the Super Famicom's Satellaview add-on multiple times throughout its service. Both versions are playable in this tournament. Swapping up to 2 panels in your stack at a time, match at least 3 panels of the same color horizontally or vertically to make the panels disappear. Simply matching 3, however, will not be enough to win. You need to make combos and chains to not only stop your stack's gradual rising for a short time and prevent your stack from breaking through the top of your field, but also send garbage to your opponent to force their stack to the top of their field. Make combos by matching more than 3 panels at once. The amount of time they stop rising the stack is minimal, but so is the amount of time their garbage makes the opponent's field shake. Quick wins can be achieved if you stack combo garbage correctly. Make chains by linking sets of matches together. Make one set of panels disappear and then let the panels directly above them fall into another match. Their garbage makes the opponent's field shake more, but they stop the rising stack for much longer. Forcing your opponent's stack to the top is more consistent with larger chain garbage. To beat the CPU opponents, you must either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is topped out, send so much garbage that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage in a way to make them think they can no longer make a move. Due to how combo garbage is handled in this game, this is by far the least likely scenario. In Versus mode, the easy level has 10 stages, the normal level has 11, and the levels Hard and V-Hard, as we call it, have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing each other through all of those stages to defeat the final stage as fast as they can. The player who does that first wins the race. The player who wins a predetermined number of races first wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. And now joining us to call this ultimate match in the silver bracket is our very own PPL 2020 champion, Tayman. Tayman, how much are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, this is another clash of old school versus new school. CoreyBLD joining the community in the last year or so, and you know, Smart's been around since the very beginning, so I'm really excited for this.
I think we're all excited to see how these two will get together. We'll see. We'll go over how close these two are at their peaks in just a little bit. But before we dig too deep into that, we will remind everyone that we have been in a single elimination tournament in our silver bracket, our consolation bracket for those that did not make the main gold bracket. It's always been single elimination since we've been doing the redemption brackets back in the day, but here we have reached our finals. It is V-Hard only. It is best of 5, and Tayman, we have seen V-Hards do so many kooky things to our crazy players. You're expecting more of the same today?
Yeah, it's gonna be a crapshoot into and through cave. I mean, our players are gonna want to build up as much of the lead as they can into cave, but even then, we've seen the minute and a half or 2 minute Kameks and Bowsers. So, you know, at the expense of our competitors, hopefully it'll be a very entertaining match.
Yes, our players will be fighting in this match for a winner-take-all prize that is 5% of our crowd-funded prize pool for this tournament, now sitting at $127.64 out of a goal of $500, which for 5% for winning, that should afford a nice Baconator meal, right, Tay?
Yeah, for sure. So what was the 5%? You know, the current prize pool, maybe that only gets you like a Son of Baconator combo, but you know, sometimes that regular Baconator can just be a little too much to handle, especially if you get the full combo meal with the fries and the drink. You know, you can't really do much after that except fall on your couch. So, I mean, maybe they'll enjoy having a nice scaled down meal.
Remind me before the next tournament to actually reach out to Wendy's and try and get a sponsorship for this tournament, because we do love our Baconators around here.
I did DM Wendy's and didn't hear anything back, unfortunately. Maybe we just need a more coordinated effort next time.
One of these days we'll be able to get to that, and one of our players will get to enjoy a little bit of an opportunity for that if they win this match. But only the winner of this match will get a guaranteed piece of the pool, and there is still time to grow that pool with your tips, your Twitch bits, and subscriptions to our Twitch channel at Puzzle Speedrun. You can see on screen how much of those things will get added to the pool, and if you type !pool in our live Twitch chat, you can get a clickable link to throw the tips directly. There are still other ways to get into these tournaments, though. We are holding our Endless tournament right after this, but signups are still open for our Stage Clear event, which will be happening at this time next Saturday. And the straight race from Stage 1-1 to Final Bowser will be rather fast and furious, and just like in the Endless tournament, there will be a small piece of the prize pool available for the winner of that tournament. That pool just growing thanks to our very own T-Man here for the $5. Very much appreciate it. Now let's take a look at our silver bracket. Look at the path that these two had to get to this point. ilikebeingsmart having to go the long route to get to the finals, beating Yukisaka in the first round 2-0, and then going through the power of Fortnite itself with a 3-1 victory over Fortnite Mike. Corey fortunately got a bye in the first round thanks to his 9 seed, and only had to deal with one of our VTuber friends in Lunar Chimera, but did manage to do so 3-1, despite what Corey called like the worst V-Hard run in a long time that he did not finish in the last week's match. So Tayman, as we see what these two are capable of, we saw Corey qualify in V-Hard with a time of 8:23, but Nicole Smart here pulled off a personal best of 8:17 That said, we have seen both of our players get like 10, 11-minute times on average in their finished races. So what are you expecting to see today?
I'm really looking forward to seeing how these two players adjust to the Tetris attack engine. And, you know, they've been playing a round or two already, but I think Tetris attack is just a harder game to play than Pokemon Puzzle League. And that might have contributed to Fortnite Mike's possible underperformance. He had originally gotten in the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament 2022, and you know that game runs slower than Tetris Attack, so maybe he found it difficult to adjust to V-Hard, and maybe the same thing is true for Corey, as I know that Pokemon Puzzle League is his main game as well. And I was watching Smart stream last night in the salt mines, and she, you know, you mentioned that she was having a bit of a tough time, but I think her cursor movement looked pretty fluid. I think she has just a little bit more experience with this game. So I think, you know, whoever can, you know, get that feel for the game better today, who can bounce back from the bad stages, I think is going to have the edge of this match. And I just think with the experience that Smart has, you know, I'm going to say that she takes it in 5 here.
Ooh, that's a spicy one. I personally think we're going to have a little bit of a contrast of competing styles here. I think the experience that Nicole has had from speedrunning Pokemon Puzzle League for years and years has trained her to kind of make more chains than combos, and she has been learning more in recent years how to incorporate more combos into her chains. But I think if she doesn't get enough combos in those chains, she's going to have some problems. Contrast with Corey, who I think I've been wowed a few times in this tournament by the combos that Corey has been able to pull off in the middle of his chains. And one thing I really noticed also in his V-Hard last week against Lunar, he doesn't tend to stray from the main chain sequence too much. He doesn't go out of his way to build that many lag chains. Maybe the cursor movement isn't quite there. And then again, the match that he had with Lunar was being recorded very late at night, so that might have had something to do with how his cursor was playing at that moment. But if he has trouble building chains, and he's going to have a real tough time topping off opponents, especially in the late game. So we've got one rather combo heavy player, one rather chain heavy player. It's going to be tough to see who's going to be more consistent in topping foes out. But you know what? I do like Nicole's chances here, Damien. I agree with you. I think it's going to go 5 games. I think Smart's going to ultimately pull it off. And if we go to our live Twitch chat, we have a prediction up of who is going to win. We have 2 people voting on either direction. More channel points are being put into our 9 seed, Corey, winning this match. So this is going to be a very close one. Cannot wait to see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get right to it. It is the 9 seed CoreyBLD taking on the 11 seed ilikebeingsmart. The winner of this match will be the silver bracket champion, and that match is going to start right now. So here we are, all V-Hard, all the time, for this best of 5 match. So engaging a little bit of audio balancing to make sure everything works as intended. And we will let our players know that they are ready to start.
You know, the thing about doing the chain heavy attacks is that they could be, they're slightly slower on average, but they're definitely safer. And just in the brief bit of warm-up that I've seen from Corey, that he was dropping some chains there, and that's going to open you up to some 20, 30, 40-second stages, potentially.
He was definitely experiencing that against Lunar Chimera last week. It didn't even finish that V hard because so many chains appeared to have been dropped so early on. So if with a little more time to prepare this time around, he might be okay, but if the trend continues, then we might be seeing some crazy things happening here. But here we go. Game 1 is underway in this 12-stage affair that is V-Hard. We call it V-Hard because of the Pokemon Puzzle League naming convention. And you can see how low some of these opponents get already. Look at Smart's Lakitu down to 2 lines.
Oh my god. And Corey did not send enough combos there. And Lakitu gets 1 clear. Oh, Nicole's 1 line short.
And this down stacking from Corey's Lakitu is getting some more
oh my god.
clears. That is a crush. Shout outs to Galloping Conch. Probably put that tick into the column for a Conch kill for our 9 seed. That both of those Lakitus went really deep in that one. Fortunately, the rest of these stages for the rest of the first half should behave a little bit more as long as these players chain. And I think both of the chains have been a bit on the lacking side, though. That's a very lucky Bumpty for
nice.
Corey. Gets a 12-second stage as a result. And Smart Bumpty gets the garbage clear.
Should be good here. Okay.
Again, this is still very early on, though. Times for V-Hard runs will frequently go over 10 minutes. Oh, one thing Corey definitely is good at is getting some of those slides, some of those techs in to extend chains. I think Smart tried a slide herself and was a little bit short. Both of these players do have a fair amount of PvP experience to their name. Smart even winning an intermediate level panel attack tournament. I think Corey's been playing more in the advanced levels, but these two definitely have some handle on the last-ditch tech that's needed to extend chains. Oh, Corey still needs one more line for this. Oh, the slow burn to death barely gets there, and Corey is trying to keep this lead to near a full stage. Ooh, Smart did not send the chain that she needed there. She knows to rebuild. Gonna get a 4 chain that will top off Wiggler just fine for a 19. Like times under 20 seconds are going to be very good for this early game. Tayman, what do you think our players will be trying to go for in these stages as Corey gets a 14-second froggy? My goodness.
I think players are just going for whatever they see, and sometimes you see like a really good opening, but you don't necessarily see a way to extend it, and I think that can be a problem. And that's why I think it's really important to develop the skill to look ahead as you're chaining, and that way you can kind of have like better setups. You can give yourself a little bit more time to move pieces into position rather than just scrambling all the time. We see that a little bit with Smart, is that she like does a lot of like last minute swaps to try to reach a chain, and you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants there.
Now, I can't help but notice that Corey did intentionally set up a slide tech on that Blarg stage, was rewarded with a 12, but if you miss those, you can definitely run into some problems, especially if you're relying on those techs to extend chain. You can get caught off guard by missing them.
Blarg,
no! And just like that, this match is starting to get out of control. CoreyBLD has extended this lead to a full stage now. Although Lunchfish and Raphael the Raven do tend to slow things down a little bit more. They get to like Lakitu levels of deep in how low they let their stacks get. Although that's an early raise from Raphael. I think Raph might be topped out here, and there's gonna be no screen shake. Oh, except for the chain. Never mind.
Staying there. Still got some pillars in place. What's Raven doing? There's just
oh my.
Okay. Finds the clear eventually, but ignored an easy clear on the greens.
Smart just missing the 9 lines required to beat that Lunchfish. Meanwhile, Corey is entering the V-Hard Cave of Wickedness in the 520 range. Looking very, very pretty right now, but it is the Cave, Tayman, and we have seen Cave do cave things, like literally cave heads him.
Oh, if he drops his combos, this could be
Whoa, that's a 10!
Let's go.
Oh my! And as you would like to say, Tay, that's a mama. So good.
That's Nicole's favorite thing. We should do that as much as we can.
Oh, that's not the original version though.
We will we'll save that. We'll restrain ourselves.
Save that for like LPS After Dark or something. In any case, Raven's finally done in 45 seconds. Looks like Corey has sent enough of a follow-up to keep Plant busy, and that will be enough for a 27. You can see the combo-heavy attack that Corey is putting up. That is the benefit of it. When these garbage blocks transform, the bottom row of each garbage block that's touching each other will get turned into regular panels at the same time, and it creates situations where these foes have to scroll from the bottom of the screen up to the top to look for matches. These foes do search from the top down for matches, and they just run out of time.
Koopa, that's enough.
Oh, this is a little bit of a fook bill for our 11 seed.
No, stop! No,
not
stop.
in time.
Oh my god.
Also, Kamek going a little crazy. However, oh,
you
just
can't
barely
all that.
just barely gets to that in time, or otherwise Kamek would have been crushed. And that's a chain in second tier.
Stop. I'm gonna.
That's gonna lead to transformation. No more time after that though. And oh, that's gonna be a legitimate crush. Like these foes are not gonna see the second tier option with the blues that Hookbill had.
Is that a crush under conscious definition though? Because there was a valid clear on second tier.
As far as I'm concerned, if these foes are like just sitting there making no moves, then that's a legitimate kill. But we can argue the semantics later.
Ooh,
Corey
nice
getting off to a bit of a lag chain on this final stage with Bowser. Kind of keeping up chain for chain, as I have been recommending lately.
It's going to take some time to downstack, but Bowser getting lots of BS clears
incredibly
there.
Low. Oh, almost.
Unbelievable.
That was going to be a tough one to top off, though. 10 lines is hard to get in such a short amount of time. And there's another second tier chain.
I mean, Corey's probably fine with the 2-stage lead, but like Bowser is just keep doing Bowser things.
Still looking in that second tier.
Bowser, much like Major League umpires, think that people are there to see him, which is not the case.
Oh, a chain from the transformed garbage. These foes do not know how to set those up. They are not like Pokemon Puzzle League. Still going. This is a 10 chain. That's a 10 chain, Bowser. What are we doing?
How did you know how to do that extension, Bowser? Okay, this... Oh, it hasn't said enough! Oh, but
Corey
the follow-up...
needs to drop!
This
And
drop...
they will!
Okay.
Oh my.
Unbelievable.
That could have gotten very dangerous. But as it stands now, CoreyBLD finishes Game 1 with a time of 9 minutes 35 seconds. That is enough for star number 1.
That's really solid cursor movement on Nicole's side. It's just, I think kind of the lack of board vision is hurting her a little bit.
Yeah, by and large, Corey got the chains that he was looking for, sent a bevy of combo storms to his opponents after the opening attack, and that led to quite a bit consistent success. It felt like Corey was at Kamek in under 8 minutes in that one, I want to say. So a very steady start from our 9 seed. After being one and done in the last Tetris Attack tournament, Corey has definitely shown some great improvement.
This is a good follow-up from Nicole. This needs to drop. Those reds are going to be in position. But don't...
Smart found an 8 combo to follow up with.
Will Bowser have time to get to those?
In no time. So Smart finishes with an 11:07.
Yeah, I'm sure Smart was very proud of herself to have found that 8 because she's been working on her combo game the last couple years, and when I've been in Chicago, we've spent a little bit of time practicing board vision and setting up combos, so she's always really happy when she can find those setups for the 5s and the 6s and anything bigger, because you know there are lots of different ways to set up 5s and 6s and above. Like that's when you start playing some fancy Tetris Attack.
This game definitely wants to reward combo heavy attacks, and just the better you are at finding combos in general, the better off you are generally going to be. Like when you see our top players in this tournament, like Yoshi, like myself, like FFR Pro, I think all of us are renowned in some form for being able to combo storm opponents. Like you really have to make a bunch of combos to maximize the window for opponents to lose. As is customary for our races, we are preloading the V-Hard difficulty. See that dark red background telling you that it is V-Hard instead of hard. It's the only way to easily tell which level you are playing on. So the V-Hard is a secret command that is only given to you by the game after beating the hard difficulty. These two are playing it about as well as can be expected as we start our Game 2.
Some fancy cursor movement there, but unfortunately only 4 combos in there. Oh, Nicole! That extra big chain attack, catching Lakitu up high.
Yep, definitely love to see results like that. We're seeing the play styles at work here.
Nicole misreading that 7, I believe, and yeah, trying to maybe going for something that she couldn't get there, and I don't think that bumpy's pretty low.
Wow, that is very unfortunate. This bumpy from Corey is also on the low side. Nicole having to slow burn Bumpty to death, and that was about to waste a bit more time from Corey. That frame perfect kill on the end of that stage. So the lead for our 11th seed is about 3 seconds at the moment. Still very, very early on.
Yeah, so Nicole was about to start her chain there, but I think she realized that she didn't have a way to extend it, and that's what I'm talking about with looking ahead on your chains and just making sure that you have somewhere to go with them.
Ooh, Corey Pucci barely runs out of time after downstacking, gets a 19. Smart gets 27 after sending 7 lines but needing 8. Like, I do recommend 7 lines of garbage to all of these early foes, but like a lot of things in this game just doesn't always work.
You got the holding the mayonnaise trick from Corey there, getting that delayed swap.
Corey has shown some aptitude for the tech. The PvP training has helped. And yeah, I think low to mid 20s is probably what we're going to see from both of our players throughout this match. And that can lead to some okay times if you are consistent with those.
Corey, not going the way that I would have gone there.
A little early on that drop. We'll get some inserts to extend to
an
X5.
Okay, Froggy, stop. Okay.
Oh!
No!
Corey Froggy gets to that and is going to get a chain off of this transformed garbage. Again, these foes don't know how to line up for those.
It's okay.
Just waste time downstacking. Oh! I think I want to say that Nicole saw the 8 combo that she could have had there. Just did not want to take the time to set that up.
Another difficult thing about setting up the 8 combos is that typically the board is in like a bit of a checkerboard pattern. And that can be difficult to like rearrange all those blocks without accidentally clearing one. So like last night we saw Nicole doing some practice and going for those bigger combos, and then getting frustrated as she did a miss swap on them, and that's just difficult to do.
Oh, Blarg is giving Corey a really hard time.
Oh, what? You did not have time for that. Okay, Spongefish, stop. Oh my god.
It's going
Stop.
off with a 3 chain.
Stop doing stuff.
Seriously,
Downstacking,
the more
downstacking.
these foes do, the more time they waste. There's hardly a good thing they can do to not waste time. This is not like Pokemon Puzzle League's later levels where we need them to do chain and combo as much as they can to exhaust all their resources. These foes are almost never going to exhaust their resources. I love that 6 combo Nicole got in the middle of that chain. Just a little slow in getting to it, but does follow up with a nice 5 chain. Are the combos there? No, they're not.
Enough. And honestly, what I like to do if the AI is like in the middle of a garbage clear is just like extend that chain a bit more, because that garbage isn't going to fall anyway while their garbage is clearing, so why not extend your attack a little bit?
And besides, after X5, there's going to be no extra screen shake from the bigger garbage block falling anyway, so just go nuts. Go nuts if you need it. And it is Smart into the Cave of Wickedness first.
Ooh, oh, Nicole set up a 6 there, but he's like maybe didn't see it or set up or tried something else instead. And she's trying to get something else going here. And this follow up.
No, combos are not quite there.
Not quite enough. She has to
Corey
raise her.
catches Raven trying to do a 5 combo to clear that garbage, and now Corey will be entering the cave about 30 to 40 seconds behind Nicole right now.
Yeah, 38. I mean, not ideal, but not the worst. Big opportunity for Corey to make up some time if this Koopa can be even a little bit cooperative. And it might have been if that attack would have dropped, but I think he tried to reload too soon. Ooh, that's a squish.
Well. Another, I think that's Corey's second squish of the match, if I have been
look at those
paying
pillars
attention. Oh, pillars! Oh, the pillar's not quite
No!
holding. It wasn't even enough. Oh, no.
Come on, game. Okay, I see something enough here. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, plant.
Jeez. We've got a face plant happening. This is the worst time to get it.
Stop doing stuff. We don't pay you to do anything. You're like an extra in a movie.
Oh, geez, Smart was almost crushed herself. Oh!
She might. Oh, she can. Okay, that's gonna help. Oh, she's got to be careful.
Okay, Corey is through.
Oh no.
And this is a bad spot for Smart. She doesn't have any more garbage queued up.
Okay, but she's getting lots of ammo up here, so hopefully she can reload, and she's hoping that Corey gets some trolling done to him. She seems to be out of the woods, but that really hurts, that 121.
Alright, Kamek trying to chain off, and that will be enough for Corey at 28 seconds.
Oh, that's a
to
really
reach Bowser.
high
Smart
Kamek.
Kamek getting an 8 combo there. Are the pillars gonna hold? They do!
Ooh, okay.
And Bowser will decide this second race. Oh, we've definitely seen some epic Bowser deciders in these tournaments.
Nicole's probably about like 15 seconds behind, but that is well within the margin of troll on Bowser's side.
Oh, Bowser's continuing the chain. Corey didn't have a way to extend it further. That's gonna be a double-digit chain again from Bowser. No! Stop that.
Down stacking. Those clears are set up right there. Bowser has some pillars set up.
That's a 6 chain.
Bowser, just stop! Stop chaining! Just down stack already, okay? Okay, are we done?
Are we? Oh, wait. Does Smart Bowser have anything left? Oh, that kept that up. Okay.
Okay, this...
Okay. Corey Bowser starting another chain.
Oh, and there's a...
Smart Bowser runs out of time!
Ooh, goodness, Bowser. Come on.
Wow. And there we go. I Like Being Smart finishes Game 2 with a time of 9 minutes, 57 seconds. And that is good enough for her first star.
That's unbelievably bad.
I was saying in some lead up to this broadcast that I thought sub 10 would be enough to win these races, and so far that is proving true. Which, by the way, sub 10 was faster than all of the times that the four runners at the SGDQ 2016 four-way race got. None of them got under 10 minutes. And I know this because I won that race.
Can we pour one out for all the puzzle games that used to be at GDQ?
Oh, maybe one day I can get the appetite to submit again. Alright, Corey Bowser is done. 220 Bowser, please, Bowser, screw off. 11:20 is Corey's time. Both players getting into late game difficulty at some point in their races. It's keeping things fairly close. We will be seeing a game 4 in this match. So from what you've seen of these players so far, Tayman, what do you think is helping both of these players the most? Like from Corey's perspective and Nicole's perspective, what do you think is helping each of them getting through these runs the most?
For Corey, like we've talked about, it's the combos that he adds into his chains that, you know, gives him the potential for those faster stages to top off the opponents right away. And we talked about how sometimes he would drop those chains, but he's been able to follow up those dropped attacks pretty quickly. And for Smart, like we talked about, it's been her ability to extend those chains, and not having as many combos won't really hurt you as much if you're willing to go out to X6 or 7 or X8. So I think those kind of those weaknesses and their attacks so far have more or less balanced each other out, as we see like they've basically gotten the same times in their first two games, just flipped around. So V-Hard is deciding it so far.
So from what I'm hearing, it sounds like these two need to continue to like set up more chains in advance, and that is helping out Smart so much with that 13. Oh, and Corey Lakitu got so low there. So just some of these stages are just not going to be winnable in a reasonable amount of time.
Oh my god, Lakitu. I mean, just not going to give Lakitu enough time. And I think Smart is really good at setting up stuff that the board gives her. And that's a really nice 12.
Whoa.
But Corey is a little better at manipulating the board. Like if the board doesn't present an obvious attack, I think Nicole Smart has been struggling a little bit more. Corey's been a little bit more skilled at manipulating those combos into place.
Okay. Yeah, Smart does know how to build the chains from her Pokemon Puzzle League experience. The chains definitely coming through.
Okay, Poochie, that's enough.
Combos falling short. That will be fine.
Oh, this might be...
Oh, that chain's not going to give him so much time. Gonna be a 19, so Corey has bounced back a little bit from that Lakitu start. It's led to a deficit now of about 10 seconds.
Ooh, good job by Nicole to set up that 5 combo. But this Wiggler is so low. Wiggler, you can't do that. Okay.
Okay, Corey has a much more cooperative Wiggler stage and gets a 14.
That's going to be
as a result.
That's going to give Wiggler time to get the second tier.
No, well, Wiggler should be out of position for anything else. There it is.
Unbelievable.
And again, Corey finds some interesting ways to add combos to is chains. There's 3 lines of combo garbage on top of that chain.
Hey, Froggy.
There's
Froggy,
another chain with another 2 rows, and that should keep Froggy a bit too busy for a 16.
Smart reloading on this second attack. Still not enough because she only had 2 extra 4 combos with that, which only makes 1 extra line of garbage.
And it really does seem like these two are able to lean into their strengths more to try and make up for the shortcomings in their attacks. Corey is finding more combos. Smart is just resetting her thinking and just making more and more chains. And it's more or less working for our players so far, but I think Corey's had a few more fortunate stage layouts to get to this full stage lead at the moment.
Yeah, okay, good recovery there. See, if I was Corey, I would have extended. We could have extended out with those purples there, but he just decided to stop. And I wonder if he didn't see it, or he would rather reload, or he thought that Lunchfish was up high. But you know, it is easy to play kind of frantically in a tournament setting. You know, it's like your fight or flight response kind of triggers in these high pressure stakes, but that doesn't really help you play any better.
Again, this Lunchfish is getting so low. Fish gets time to raise to that next row.
This is Nicole's opportunity to bounce back here.
And again, she's able to set up a bigger chain, X6.
Oh, there we go, and she's reloading.
Whoa!
And she gets a 14!
A nice cooperative raise from Lunchfish gets her a very fast fish time. Oh, I love that. I love that combo formation. Corey getting to use the combos to make a lag chain. So we need more of that, please.
Yeah, that's the advantage of learning those 5 combo setups, is that they really lend themselves well to lag chains, just because the shape of the combo makes the garbage drop at a different rate. So that's a 15.
Wow!
30.
Raph going for a 5 combo to clear Nicole's garbage, and just like that, it is Smart's lead heading into the cave. Wow, wow, wow. Turned just that fast.
And Nicole is down by a full stage, and then suddenly 2 strong performances on a Lunchfish and Raven.
Okay, Corey going fairly big onto the hook bill. What is this streak right now?
That down stacking from Corey looked good, but there was a clear setup for Koopa. But this
barely gets out of that. Barely.
24 is fine. We'll take those on Koopa.
Man, Nicole's had a couple of nice streaks of fast stages in this run, and that's allowing her to stay ahead for the moment. Although, if this doesn't work, we might have a problem.
Oh, how did those pillars not hold? Stop time. Okay, this follow-up looks good.
This should be fine. No time. Okay.
Of course, 1 frame left. Still, we'll take 24s.
That's fine. Uh-oh, I think Plant might be in trouble here. Yeah, there's gonna be hardly anything left after that. And both of these two are low-key flying past the pace of their previous races.
Well, I don't know if Nicole meant to do that, but there just happened to be an accidental 6 set up there. That Kamek is really high. Has Nicole sent enough? She had, but the shake time's gonna give Kamek enough time. Okay, Kamek, that's a lot of garbage clearing. That's not good.
Oh my. This looks like an 8 chain.
Nicole's got to be careful. That's enough, Koopa! There's lots of Koopas in this game. This might be good? Okay.
Okay. Only by entering that stage first does Smart reach Bowser first, but man, Kamek not doing Corey any favors either. Wow.
That mid-air clear. Nicole building up a little bit of a cushion here. Oh, and I think
There
I
is a
saw
cushion.
she was going for that 5 setup, but I think just miss-swapped. And it's so easy to miss-swap on this higher difficulty. I think Nicole's playing on original hardware, though.
Yes.
It does help.
Man, Bowser sent something huge, and she's gonna have a hard time. Oh, wait! Is Bowser gonna get an opportunity? Oh, not in time!
Ooh.
Oh! Oh, man, Smart was in some real danger there. But she does manage to get out of it in... We have our first sub-9 minute run of the match with an 8:58. Oh, just like that, our 11 seed looking to be on the upset trail. It's gonna get the second star after Corey finishes with a 9:27, his best time of the match. Both players stepping up when they're needing it. And just like that, I Like Being Smart, our Silver Party hostess, is one race away from claiming her first Tetris Attack Redemption Silver Bracket title. Gonna look pretty good next to that. I believe that's a PPL 2021 Redemption Bracket trophy. He'll be pretty pumped for that. Alright, our players are getting in position for this game. Or Tay, what has got to be going through these players' minds right now? And we will see our players start our race timer at racetime.gg, where we are timing these races where the final times ultimately matter. And our 9 seed looking to avoid the upset here as we enter game 4.
Yep, seeing that 6 right away. Oh, and that, this board is presenting ample opportunity for chain extensions and combos. And that's a good attack, but that Lakitu is kinda low. Also, not letting those combos breathe. Oh, no.
Yeah. Corey started a new attack too fast. The combos in the queue from the first chain were not allowed to drop until the second chain finished. That can be a very difficult thing to adjust to, especially if you come from Pokemon Puzzle League, where the window for doing that is much, much smaller.
You know, the programmers from 1995, 1996, you know, next time, just make your game easier to program. Okay, just make things easier for yourselves. Have all of the garbage drop at once. Like what a concept.
And if this game wasn't as complex as it was, we wouldn't have like such a series of it. Wow, a nice 15 from Smart. taking advantage of even more quirks from these CPUs as early as they will re-raise their stacks.
Alright, Corey getting this attack set up, but not really any combos in there, just the one. Gonna have to reload.
Again, I've seen this tendency from Corey to operate within an active chain sequence and not necessarily do advanced setups to create lag chains in different areas of the field, and that does restrict his chain options a little bit. And it's allowing Smart to flip the lead on this very, very quickly.
Yeah, board vision, it comprises a couple things. It's the ability to spot a good opening attack on the starting board, but it's also the ability to manipulate blocks into place efficiently to extend your chain. Like, we see Corey and Smart have been sometimes really been moving blocks far across the board, and that requires both good cursor speed and the ability not to have any misdrops or misswaps. And when that happens, it can open you up to a bad stage. Oh, look at that 8
nice
combo.
8 combo in the middle of the chain. Those you are not able to get very often. That is so good. That was actually chef's kiss.
I'll move those. Oh, he didn't see those triangles for the lag chain. He still incorporates them into his chain. Will Froggy cooperate?
Yeah, again, it's a thing I've seen from Corey. He uses combos to start lag chains more than actually advanced setting up chains to be able to move from one part of the board to part of the field to another.
That's another misswap. Oh, look, but man, Smart's cursor movement is just very smooth.
Okay,
and
as long as things let drop here, this should be fine.
Okay.
27.
That's avoids the disastrous stage. 27 is not ideal, but it could be a lot worse.
We have definitely seen a lot worse in this tournament already.
Oh,
okay,
no.
Larg, you need to stop.
Corey's not been sending enough. This down stack still has not sent enough, and I think Corey isn't giving these combos time to breathe every time, and it's that's just it's counterintuitive to not start your next attack right away, because you're trying to get through these stages as fast as possible.
It's definitely a thing that took me a long time to get used to as someone who did grow up with Pokemon Puzzle League, which it happens in PPL, but again, the window is not as big to allow that to happen. So depending on which game in the series you grew up with, you might be running into different levels of difficulty. And that lungefish was very rude, getting down to 2 lines to avert Corey's attack.
Okay, what? Stop, Raven?
Ooh,
okay.
Raven going greedy, did not have time for that. And ilikebeingsmart entering the cave first at about 5:30 with a rather sizable full stage lead, which we've seen Cave ruin so many runs in these tournaments that you cannot count Corey out just yet.
Okay, that's the attack that I would have started with. But all 4 combos in here, but there's an extra 5 combo, so a decent amount of combos in this attack. Raising her stack.
Definitely fine. Whoa, what a fortunate Raven from Corey, a 13.
Okay, this should be good on Koopa. Unless there's something up on second tier.
Oh, Hookbill was still trying to downstack instead of possibly going up to maybe a red match on the second tier. And you know what? We will definitely take cave stages under 30 seconds.
Oh, that was think there was a way to extend that on Corey's side that did not involve a catch. And those catches aren't as free in this game as they are in Pokemon Puzzle League.
Oh, I don't know if this attack is good enough. Plant's gonna downstack into a clear.
Okay.
It's gonna get a chain off of this garbage.
Okay, that's gonna be.
And for the believe the third time in this match, Corey has conched another opponent.
Oh, that's gonna be a chain. Okay. Okay, down stack. Down stack. Stop. Stop. Plant. Plant.
We have a calm down command in our live Twitch chat.
Hey.
We need Plant to calm down here. Corey's sending a very sizable amount of combos to Plant. This one might work out better. Although Plant is getting to start another chain there. Okay, 3 chains still not horrible.
Okay, but that's gonna... Okay.
Green's gonna line up for garbage clear. Is Corey's follow-up good? He needs to let these things drop.
Smart is going out to... Smart is just like... I don't know if Smart is screen watching. If she knows she has the lead, she could be playing a little bit more conservatively. Oh, she's got to be careful here, though.
Oh my. That was fairly close. Corey is out of Plant at 46 seconds. How much time will Kamek have after this? Oh, gets to that blue
right there.
Right there.
Okay.
Way out of position to follow up with anything else, though. And that will be a 41. And once again, Smart entering Bowser with an opportunity for a sub 9-minute run. I think she has fully outperformed her own expectations in this match, and she is one stage away from becoming our first ever silver bracket champion.
Gotta make sure to send a decent attack on Bowser here. Oh, and that is... Wow! She's gonna go to X6. X6 with a handful of combos in there. They gotta get the follow-up. Nothing here on Bowser's side.
Keep Bowser busy for a while. She has to keep going.
Oh, there's nothing here.
And there we have it.
Ooh.
I Like Being Smart is your 2023 versus Silver Bracket champion.
Now, typically this prize money is set aside for Baconator specifically, but in Smart's case, living in Chicago, I will make an allowance for White Castle as well.
How gracious of you. That final time for Smart, 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Good work, and definitely saw some flashes from Corey in this match, but I think Smart definitely showing in the live race chat that she exceeded her own expectations to win this match, so not sure how much Corey could have done different to affect this outcome, especially if Bowser is going to go off with chains like this. Excuse me?
Oh my goodness.
That's a 9 chain.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, 10 chain. That's the 3rd time I've seen Bowser hit Corey with a double-digit chain. Excuse me. And that creates such an untenable situation where you have to use your opponent's garbage to build your attacks, and this is Bowser jail. This is what we fear. Bowser, nothing more was queued up. Corey has to continue to build to top off Bowser's stack. Like, that attack was probably not going to be enough either.
Just been one of those days for Corey. it doesn't seem like he's had the flow that Nicole had today. And Tetris, you know, in all speedrunning, flow is important, but especially in these puzzle games where you really need to be in sync with the engine.
Oh my goodness. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh, well. Well, there we have it. CoreyBLD finishes with a time of 11 minutes, 33 seconds. As a result, we now grant our resident Silver Party hostess with the 3rd star and the win.
Congrats to Nicole. She definitely has a reputation of being clutch in these tournaments, and her performance on the last couple stages really solidified that, at least in my eyes. She had some really clutch attacks on Kamek and Bowser.
Alright, let's go ahead and make a more fitting end screen for our silver tournament. Make it official. I Like Being Smart TA 2023 Silver Bracket Champion. What an effort throughout. Smart having to go the long way through the silver bracket, playing 3 matches to Corey's 2. But she came to play every single day, and sometimes that's just all you need.
Yeah, good stuff from Smart today. And I think having an easier work schedule for her over the past year, that's definitely helped her energy and mental health to be able to perform the way that she did today. So, congrats to Nicole. Good stuff.
Good stuff, indeed. And yeah, I think I am definitely fine with having a silver bracket. I like the gold and silver structure we've now put for the versus tournament. Just have people qualifying directly into brackets. I think the action has pumped up to even higher levels as a result. We are seeing some amazing things from all of our players. And that will conclude this chapter of the versus tournament. Let's take a look at the final silver bracket. The matches admittedly were not that close in this bracket, Tay, but we did definitely see some good ones out of this side of the tournament, didn't we?
Yeah, for sure. And just the middle and middle upper tier of players has just become so stacked recently, and it's great that we give them an opportunity to shine, because the LPS community is just full of so many great players and great people, and it'd be a shame just to give all the glory to the main bracket. So these redemption tournaments and the silver bracket, and just the fact that anyone could come hang out with us on Friday nights, it just really goes to highlight the inclusivity of this community, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we do have a saying we adopt in this community. I think we joke that misery loves company, but we have found that people legitimately have a bit harder time playing these games without some friends to help out along the way. So we are definitely glad to help anyone that gets interested in these games be able to play them better. And we have seen such an influx in recent years of newer players stepping in and getting good results, like a CoreyBLD, like a Lunar Chimera, like a Fortnite Mike. But then some of our old veterans, like ilikebeingsmart, have found a way to turn up another gear as well, as these tournaments have continued from our humble beginnings in 2016. And I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud of everyone that has decided to take the time to play along with these tournaments. So with that in mind, ilikebeingsmart has won 5% of our crowd-funded prize pool, and there is still a bit of time to increase that pool if you have some spare change to throw around. But coming up after this, we do have one more tournament to play out. I know, Tayman, you signed up to play in this one fairly late, but it's an endless tournament. We had our marathon tournament for Pokemon Puzzle League last year. Now we're doing our first endless tournament. How much are you looking forward to being in this one, Tay?
Well, assuming I can follow those OBS instructions that you laid out in a reasonable amount of time, and I can remember what the chain cap is in this endless mode, I am looking forward to it. I think a couple people have forgotten about the endless tournament, but we saw in the PPL 2022 tourney that the stage clear and the endless tournaments are just a nice little chill hangout tournament, somewhere in between like a main tournament match and a Friday night hangout. It's just some cozy mode with stakes, I'd say, although sadly Cozy Pocket not with us to participate, but should be a good one. I'm going to be scrambling to get set up for that.
And I will say for all of our players, if they have not gotten the word already, the OBS setup will not be as complicated as I made it out to be. So it's going to be one less thing to worry about for our players getting into bracket play, but should still be a lot of fun. That's going to be very quick. Like, we just had a new endless record set by our very own Yoshi just last night even. So this is going to be very fast, very furious. This is going to be in and out and done with before you know it. So I cannot wait to go into that. But Tayman, we've got this silver bracket now over and done with. Do you have any closing thoughts on everything that happened there?
Yeah, I think Nicole really put it together in that match, and we've seen the development of her game over the years. She always had a above average cursor speed, I'd say, and just being able to weave in those combos has really made her quite formidable. And shout outs to Corey for joining the tournament or joining the community fairly recently. Not super green around the gills anymore. It's been around about a year or so, but another strong performance from him of reaching the finals of this silver bracket. But no matter who is in the top spot in these tournaments, we're always going to be united by shouting at VHard. So, as the years go on, we can always rely on the VHard salt for comfort.
Just about everyone that is in this tournament has an opportunity to be a formidable opponent for years to come in these brackets, and it's just the talent pool is getting deeper and deeper each and every year. I will never be able to stop repeating myself about that. So, job well done to everyone who played in the silver bracket. For those of you watching live on Twitch, we will take about a 15-minute break before starting the endless tournament. But for this silver bracket, that will do it For us, for Tame Man Indy, and everyone else at League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart. Until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.
Take care, everyone.